Hey guys, this is Tybone Skyberg, known as Tybone82. Today we're going to do something very different right now. So right now I'm going to give my personal favorite Spider-Man figure, call it Marvel Legends Infinite Series Spider-Man. You have to build a figure collection, Hobgoblin. Now before I to show you the figure, and you got some accessories here. And let's start it with the Spider-Man himself. Now, not the Amazing Spider-Man movies, but it's a different one. Take a closer look. That's this version of the Spider-Man here. Yep, that's what it looks like, a Spider-Man symbol, alright? So now, let's start it with the package. It says Spider-Man himself. You got the Build-A-Figure collection has Hobgoblin. You can use a Hobgoblin. And you got the top and the spider symbol. And you got the Marvel Legends Infinite Series of Spider-Man was made by Hasbro. You got and don't forget that the drawing here, this left side, and the same thing reminds me that like last year they did it, the Amazing Spider-Man, the sequel. On the other hand, the Amazing Spider-Man 2. Well, okay, now let's start it with the on the behind them. You got it says okay. This figure is very funny, and a little bit more than that, I'm not sure. And it says Spider-Man, already or after Spider-Bite made Peter Parker a superhero, but he still gets hungry. Oh my god, this is kind of this funny thing I ever seen. But I like this figure a lot, at this version here. Okay, you got it that says Marvel Spider-Man, and same thing, Marvel Legends. And you got some other versions here. You got the Spider-Man, the ones that I got, Anti-Venom, Spider-Man 2099, Warriors at the Web. You got two versions. You got Spider-Girl and Spider-Woman. Well, it's a different version of the Spider-Woman. And of course, not at least Daredevil. And you have to collect these pieces. You have to collect, says, Hobgoblin to collect. Well, yeah. Well, it's okay that you can use a build to collect the figure, but I'm still thinking the Spider-Man. Maybe next time I'll do it in a review with this guy here or Daredevil, I'm not sure. So, but the different ones, I have no idea. But if I don't collect this guy right here, because I want to get my personal favorite, this guy right here. It's the same with the ones that I know of. So, and you got it says Hasbro and Marvel. Yeah. And on the bottom right there, well, whatever. Okay, now, let's start it with it, and it comes on an accessories itself. Okay, so the ones that I got on a Hobgoblin, yeah. Okay, so let's start it on a Hobgoblin. I got the red or the right leg, I'm not sure. Maybe it's a collector. So, why am I bothering to get that? I'm still the preferred of this guy to himself, but not collect his figures. It's the same thing, but it says build a figure collection. Okay, so let's start it with and it comes on accessories itself, the Spider-Man. Okay, let's start at the mask. You got a half mask Spider-Man. It's kind of smiling his face, and I gotta tell you, it's very funny, the ones in the Peter Parker. I want to see the Peter Parker's head unmasked, personally. And it's kind of funny, but you can tell it say the Peter. Let's start it with a little bit of Spider-Man here. Can't even focus on. Yeah, you can say it's half mask, and you can attach to it his head, so you can use that. The ones that I like that, and I'll put it on that later on. And of course, you got the hands, like a clawing on a wall or things like that. What's going on? And of course, and the other ones was like a shooing in a web and things like that. And of course, the last but not least, he gets us still hungry. He says, it said that the one that's got the pizza with pepperoni and cheese. I really like this design. It's very funny. Oh my god, what do they make the design for? I don't know. So I want to put an attached to it like that, but later on. So now, so that most important is this one, but let's take a look at this guy himself, Spider-Man. Now the paint job, it did it very well, and you got some. Listen to the left side. Yep, that Spider-Man looks like it. Kind of reminds me of the Amazing 2. but it's the same thing, but it's a different one. I think it's not bad, but this one kind of reminds me of Ultimate Spider-Man or a different version Spider-Man. I'm not sure. And the left side, and you got a Spider-Man as well. It did a good job, and thankfully is. Let me see. I put it all the way up, but thankfully it's standing up. So yeah, I'm trying to get the 7-inch version, but you can still get that. It's very funny. But yeah, but this one, it's all the way up. It's better. Like Marvel Select, The Amazing 2. But one am I wrong? But I'm still to get the Disney exclusive one, but it's not from the Amazing 2. But thankfully, this is way up. And you got the chest, the design that looks very well. But to tell you the truth, I painting just a Spider-Man symbol, but it's missing the part. So I put a marker paint or whatever. This missing part of the painting job here. And the body chest, it looks very well. It looks kind of skinny, muscular. But here is missing part of the lines here. The red spot in there, you can see. And you got the shoulders, on another hand, it's kind of like, well, it's missing part in there. And, well, let me see what else. And then this missing part in the shoulder. And the abs and the arms and like that, all kinds of things like that. What's going on? Oh, there's another problem right here. It's missing part of the red spot here. It's missing the red paint here, and a little bit here, and of course a little bit of not much really. But thankfully, it's not damaged at all, because I was worried about. And of course, and the feet is might as well. And the legs and the feet and ankles, and thankfully it's there. I got another problem here because I bought it yesterday. I was trying to test it at this spot right here. Before this what happened, I was trying to make it as movements as possible. Here is not. I was trying to test it here in this spot, but here it's something's wrong, and that you got it very carefully. Or if you want to make it a little bit more the spider moves, something like that, the Spider-Man movements or whatever, but you got it very carefully that you can see that happened before. It's like, it's not exactly, I didn't expect that. But I got it very carefully, so I need help for the making, fixing like that or whatever. So most importantly, I got this. Or, most importantly, what is it? Oh yeah, the shoulders. Okay, but this is the ones I really like. The shoulders is move in front like that. And the movement, sorry about the interruption of the camera. Okay, so, but yeah, it's the same thing. It reminds me of the Amazing Spider-Man 2. It's the same thing. But this figure is a little too dark blue, something like that. But here, this color is much better. Yeah, you can say that's really cool. And let's take a look at behind them, and you can move on the shoulder like that. It's the same thing. And what else? Oh yeah, you got the spider symbol on the back, but it's not the same as in the Amazing 2. It's the regular Spider-Man. And of course you got like this, and at the back, and then the abs and like that. And then you can see that the on the behind it looks very well, and it looks like, oh my god, this is something. And you got the numbers in here and on the left side of the leg or whatever. And so yeah, that's the Spider-Man what it was. And wait, you can move it a little bit so I can show you. Sorry about the right on the camera. Let me show you how it's gonna work. Okay, sorry about that. I was trying to make a movement articulation here. And yeah, you can say as movements like this. You can see it on the front like that. That's kind of cool. Alright, so that's the evidence to that. So I think it's time that I need to the movements of the pizza, the Peter Parker's like that. So let me take a time in here, guys, and I'll let you know. Okay, guys, what do you guys think? It's kind of funny, guys. It's very funny. Okay, you can see the half mask at Peter Parker's mouth and his nose, and in the mask, and it's still there. It's the same thing like the regular one. I was trying to detach to it like this. Whoops, sorry about that. And of course, he's carried a pizza. Pizza, everybody. So now this figure, it looks kind of funny. It's too funny. So this figure it looks awesome figure, but it's funny. It's funny. So I get it. It's some good detail here. Pizza, everybody. So it's because Spider-Man likes pizza. So. And that's it. That's to that, guys. So this is a part of it of pizza. The Spider-Man, and he gets still hungry. Yeah. I want to see a Spider-Man in action, something like that. But you got it. Most importantly, I got accessories here. So yeah, I changed the movements here, and of course, then you got accessories here. But it's Hobgoblin leg, or there's some there, whatever. Maybe put goes like that, something like that. I'm not sure. Okay, here you go. Yeah, that's all it is. The Spider-Man with it's carrying the pizza, or what he's holding his hand at pizza. From Marvel Legends section of Spider-Man, the Build-A-Figure Hobgoblin. So what am I gonna give the rating? The Spider-Man figure, I want to give it 10 out of 10. It was a perfect design. It looks like because the color red and the color blue looks very much better than this one, the Amazing 2. But I'm not saying, but it's different one design, and the different design like this, the movements, the articulation, it's the same thing, but it's a different one. So I said that's 10 out of 10, guys. And that's not us tonight, guys. That's my favorite figure, Spider-Man. You got the different one. I never had one, tell you the truth. But I still have a Spider-Man. Last time I did a review of Spider-Man figures from the Amazing Spider-Man, the first 2 movies. And you go, well, I got one here. So that's to that. Alright then, this is this Typhoon Skybird, known as Typhoon 82. And don't forget, click like, subscribe, and please comment below. And I'll see you around, guys.